We are back. We are moving on to the written stimulus. So we've done our work on the visual stimulus and now we're moving on to the written one. So we're using a practice section here from Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, and we are looking for language features and text structures from this little excerpt here. So remember, for the exam, we only need 2 language features and 2 text structures. So you just got to find 4 things in this excerpt here. Awesome. So I'm going to just throw us in there. My amazing class have got some answers already prepared. So shall we start with language features, people? Yeah. I love it. Loving it. Throw it out there then, Imogen. What's a good one that you found?
Good one. Probably the metaphor when it says...
Which para is the metaphor?
Second one, and it starts at the
insufficient
fund and then goes...
Insufficient funds in the great vaults of opportunity. So we're saying that is a what?
Metaphor.
It is a metaphor. Awesome. Oh, Charlotte, love it.
The last paragraph, to lift our nation from the quicksands.
Nice one. We're going to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice. We're saying it's a language feature, and which one is it?
Imagery.
You can say imagery there, or you could say a metaphor again. So imagery, and of course it is a metaphor, but it gives us an image in our mind of sinking in quicksand. Another language feature. I do want a few more. Yep.
The repetition of now is the time in the 4th paragraph.
I love it. Is it only in the 4th? 1, 2, 3, 4. So Jess has pointed out that there is repetition of, what was it, Jess?
Now is the time.
Thanks a lot. So now is the time. Did anyone see any emotive language? Some of you think back to last lesson. Tranquilizing. What paragraph?
3rd.
Yes.
And they have like hallowed.
Hallowed. Tranquilizing drug. I thought this was quite emotive. Fierce energy.
What about this?
Words.
Desolate.
Yes, where's that?
Next to, it says now it's time to rise from the dark and desolate valley.
Ah, actually, you've reminded me of another language feature in dark and desolate, which was what? Do you remember from last week?
Alliteration.
Hell yeah.
Get it, Charlotte?
I know. We're in our second half of analysing the Martin Luther King excerpt. So now we're looking for text structures. So there's not a whole lot here to work with, but remember we only need 2, so don't stress too much. What is the most obvious one that we've...
Short paragraph.
Sure. Loving it. It looks really fake, like we've pre-prepared it, because we have.
Go to the next one.
So what are we saying? This is a text structure?
Paragraphing, and it's
it's
length
speech.
is short.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, wait.
Speech structure.
Wait, it's not.
Hold on.
Wait,
Wait a minute, Carlos. It's short paragraphs because why?
because it's short. Isn't that?
No, you had it a second ago. Because it's a...
Speech.
Loving it because it's a speech. Is that another text structure? Yes. You could say that the genre is a speech, so that's why they've used short paragraphs. Jess, you had a text structure?
The introduction paragraph.
Yep. There is an introduction paragraph. I mean, it's not the most exciting thing to write about, but it is nonetheless a text structure. Losing it, we're going to have bloopers now. So we have a written stimulus here. If we're pretending we're in the exam, let's pretend you have just read this stimulus. It's not a big one. Sometimes they're actually a bit bigger than this. So keep that in mind. This is actually quite decent. It's not too big, it's not too scary. So we've read this. It is a speech by a council leader. So this is from a previous QCAA exam. So we are looking through and we're definitely trying to find some text structures and language features. So we're going to jump in with some answers. David, kick us off please. What is a language feature that you found?
One of the language features is simile. It's at the start of night paragraph.
Awesome, so I know exactly where that is. Good morning.
Good morning.
Where is this? Like diamonds?
Like diamonds.
Yep, here it is. Awesome. So please make a note of that. This is a language feature. It is a simile. So stay focused. So we have a language feature. It is a simile. The whole speech is about uplifting the community. So thanks, David. Who's got another language feature from the speech? Emil, what's yours?
We have hope, we have togetherness, we have carrots of determination, which is repetition and a language feature.
Fantastic. So he's looking at this line here. Thanks, Emil. We have hope, we have togetherness, we have carrots of determination. So it is repetition. So that's a language feature. There's something else going on in there though. It's actually another language feature at the same time. Coming from this side. Which part of it is a metaphor? Carrots of determination, and we talked last lesson, we don't mean the vegetable carrot. Carrots of determination is indeed a language feature. We mean the carrots like gold. So if the writer is comparing determination to gold, why are they doing that?
Gold is valuable.
Because gold is valuable. That's excellent. They're not comparing it to dirt. They're comparing it to something that's beautiful and that's expensive and valued and strong as well.
It also mentions diamonds again in the previous paragraph, and they are also measured in carats.
They're also what, sorry?
Measured in carats.
Are they measured in carats as well, diamonds?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Awesome. Yep.
The
We might go two more. Let's go one each. Yep.
bitter and angry, it's a mode of language.
Help me out with where that is. Here?
Yeah.
Great. I love that. Language feature.
Yeah.
It is emotive. Emotive language. Awesome. Yep, bitter and angry. There's some other good ones floating around, so I want to see what else we can get. Charlotte, you're going to give us one as well.
A bright light illuminating the second last paragraph.
All the way down here, a bright light illuminating our path. What's that? It is imagery. A language feature. Imagery. I think we're good. Actually, I'll add one more in that people didn't throw out to me.
Simile.
Nah.
Alliteration.
John, we got it. It's alliteration.
What about the blanket?
Oh, why not do the blanket? So we've got alliteration with solid sparkling, and my amazing class has gone back for one more up here. Blanket of despair, but what is it?
A metaphor.
Why is it a metaphor?
Blanket of despair.
You can't literally have a blanket on you of despair. You might be despairing under the blanket, but the blanket is fabric. So it is a metaphor. So we're off. We've got our sentence starters for group resilience. We are starting our sentence with one representation of group resilience is that ... In the exam, you might get a bit nervous, so try to remember, keep that first sentence nice and simple. Look at the question, what's the topic, and put the topic in your first little sentence. It will just get the wheels moving. So one representation of group resilience is that, and Sebastian has a good answer ready to go.
It strengthens the community.
Awesome. So we said it strengthens. Strengthens the community. Awesome. And Carlos added a cool idea to that we can add to it. What was that one?
It's unifying.
And that it's unifying as well. And is unifying. Ooh, my spelling is off there. Yep, we're good. So we could merge those two, okay? So that it strengthens the community and it's unifying. But guess what? You need an entire new paragraph that is an entirely different representation. So I'm just going to start it nice and plain and simple so I don't get sort of nervous in the exam. Another representation is, I might say, that group resilience. And Imogen, we had an idea ready to go. What are we saying here?
That it helps lift people up out of despair.
It lifts them up out of feeling of, you know, despairing in the community. So we're going to phrase it. Another representation is that group resilience, I like that, lifts people out of despair. Fantastic. So one paragraph is going to be about this, and the other paragraph is going to be about this. In total, we need 200 to 300 words.
It's just a flashback.
There's no flashbacks there, but great try. Great try. We are sequencing. That'll do.
I said sequence.
I love it. Everyone's going to love this class just hearing you guys. So the text structure is there, but guess what? We only need 2. Okay,
Okay,
we only
so
need
let's
2,
pop
so
the
that's
rest
it.
down.
Done. Loving it.